Hello, everybody. I'm Myrna from Intuit Tarot.
Hi, and I'm Franco.
Welcome. We are here to do a reading on the general energies and messages coming through
hmm
for the month of November in the year 2015. Here we'll be discussing, as I said, just the general themes of what to look out for this month of the year.
So this is the general reading for everyone. You can go check out your horoscope reading right after this if you haven't done it yet. So look for your November 2015 reading for your horoscope. So let's see what's happening for everyone.
And so this will be issues that you'll notice personally in your life, but as well as globally.
Well, I see that very appropriately. I get the World card right here in the middle, um, guiding us into this expansive reading and joining two other cards. I see that there's a need for movement for many of us to feel like we're going somewhere, doing something different, pushing ourselves forward. Um, but what this card is showing me, the Eight of Cups reversed, is actually that we should think a little bit more about where we're at. Actually, meditate on the energies that you're encountering and the reason why you feel stuck and why you feel like you need to move. It is time to stay there for a little longer. It's not time to move yet. So we will have to be a little bit more patient. We know that we're ready for change. We're ready for things to break and to let loose, but that is yet to happen. So it might be a few months before we see the progress that we're dealing with. So that can come along in the general sense of all the things that are happening in politics and issues with law enforcement and coming to terms with all these global situations, the situation in Syria, those things are still going to lay as they are for a little bit longer before they break loose and before they break free. So we don't expect anything to happen during this month of November yet. So it's just a little bit more of the same old, you know. It can be tiring, but it also teaches us patience and allows us to look deeper into the situation and actually figure out a better solution than what we have in mind at the moment.
Yes, I'm seeing the same thing in the cards that came up on the spread that I've done. Is very much the same thing. The energy is very precarious right
Mm-hmm.
now. This tail end of 2015, we've had quite a few very powerful movements that have happened globally in the environment, in the movement of the earth itself, and with volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. There's a lot of things stirring, and all of these very organic movements are happening. Well, there's a few different reasons, but one of it is a direct relationship to what's occurring for humanity internally. Our sort of psyche, if you will, is being reassembled to a certain extent. So we're walking on thin ice right now. It's not a very intelligent time to make confident strides forward because we don't have all the pieces yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a bit that's out of our hands. It's in the hands of the mystery and the creator, and so we need to be very humble right now and give the helm over to the forces that know way more than we do. And so, as Franco was pointing out, the two other cards that I got speak about. This one is the card of development, and this one is the one of contemplation. So it is very much, as he said, a time for introspection, just taking our time with how we're moving forward. It also talks about, as I said, taking our time as we move forward, but doing so because in this time of reflection, we're going to be receiving more information in terms of how to move forward. So with time, we'll increasingly understand, oh, okay, now this makes more sense. And
That's
now,
why I couldn't move at that time.
exactly.
Yeah, there are still secrets to be shown. There are still there's still information that important people are withholding from us, from you, from me, and we still have to wait for that information to come out in order to make a better decision. One thing that's a little bit um, it's a warning that I'm receiving with this card is the King of Pentacles, but it's also reversed, and it is asking you to look closely at your financial situation and be careful how you spend your money during the holidays and during this month. We do a lot of the shopping during this month of November, especially with the Black Friday coming up. So be very careful how you spend that money and what purchases you make. And also, it's necessary for you to create a savings account to put a little bit on the side, and not just with your money, but also with your energy and all the resources. I think the important thing to do now is to have a clear idea of what your resources are. Who are your contacts? Who are the people that are behind you and helping you out and backing you up? Who can you call for when this situation or that situation happens? And always be mindful to have a little bit set out, set apart for a rainy day, because it seems like there might be a little bit more rainy days during this month than what we are usually used to.
Yes, and coinciding with that comment of the rainy day, which I am seeing the same thing, there's going to be quite a few that are unanticipated. We're being prompted to have a detached observation of everything. In other words, as things stir up in this month that seem out of left field, they're really not out of left field. As I mentioned earlier, it's a force greater than us that is putting all of these pieces together the way they need to. And so if we're able to be detached, then we're standing in this space of humility and not being triggered in any way emotionally to respond to things that can be a little bit triggering and upsetting.
So just to recap, tread lightly during this month. Don't make any quick decisions without first contemplating and understanding the situation at a fuller and deeper level. Be careful how you use or misuse your resources, and not just money-wise, but also in terms of connections with people and time as well. Be very mindful of that, because this month is going to be asking for a lot from us. So we need to hone our energy, hone our resources, so that they are available to us when we really need them. So I hope it seems a little precarious at this moment, but I'm sure that your individual horoscope readings will also expand on this and will help you decide how to best use this information. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please, again, subscribe to our channel, Intuit Tarot. You can also visit our website at intuittarot.com or send us an email for any private reading or for any comment or questions that you may have at intuittarot@gmail.com.
We really look forward to hearing from you, and also keep in mind that if you have any comments in relation to what we shared right now about the month of October, do so here in the comments section, and we love to hear your feedback. So we'll see you for your month, and again for December this year, at the end of the year.
Yeah, so we'll see you soon.
Toodles.